So for this last one, modularizing restaurant inheritance and user inheritance, I'm going to show you how to do one. And I'm going to show you user inheritance because it's probably a little bit more complicated. Just because we've got this extra class in here. So I have it open. I'm going to copy the user class and paste it into user PY. So here it is. I'm going to copy my new file. I'm going to call it user.py and paste. And let me save it. And let me see, I'm going to go ahead and create the rest of my files because it's just easier to do them at the same time. And I need one called admin.py. And I'm going to do another one, privileges.py. And my users is my last one. All right. So I've already got the user one done. So now let's do privileges. So we'll come down here, copy that, paste right into here and save it. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, right? Those two. Now we get to admin. Now the admin class is a child of user, but it also is accessing privileges because we've got that object attribute in there. So this guy is a little bit more complicated. So we do need to add some import statements to the top of this. We have to import the user class, and we also have to import the privilege class. So this is going to be similar to what you do for the restaurant. And so we're going to say from user import user, right? That's the name of our class. And we called the file user. And if we look at it, the class is user. Okay, so that's how we have to code that one. And then for privileges, it's going to be from our privileges file. We're going to import privileges. Then, let me save that. All of this code down here, which is like the main part of our program, we're going to copy that, and we're going to throw that into my users. And then at the top, we have to add those import statements. So we basically need to import user, admin, and privileges. So we've got a couple of the statements already in admin. So let me copy and paste those because I don't like to do extra typing. And now we need to add one from admin, import admin. And then let's go ahead and save everything. This should run without your having to adjust any of your code. How many users? I'm going to do one. Enter the user's privileges. Okay. Oops, that's going to be a blank one. Okay, and then I get my little list. And as you can see, nothing had to be changed. So that's what you need to do for user, and you'll have to do something similar for restaurant. Then we get down to the extra credit. So there are a couple new functions from the random library that are introduced to you at the end of the chapter. One is called randint, where you basically give it a starting and an ending point, and it retrieves a random number in between. And the other one is called choice, where you can have a list or a tuple, and it will actually go in and randomly retrieve things from your list. So as an example for you to see how this runs, I actually created this little uh, card demo. You guys can probably play it yourself, but you can kind of see how player 1 and 2, it's going to randomly retrieve a card, and then it's just seeing who goes first. So you guys are going to have the option, and this is extra credit and it is not required, okay, of doing a try it yourself that involves creating a game. So you can choose, pick one of these if you want to attempt this. 913 deals with dice, and you'll code that up. 914 is a lottery, and 915 is a lottery analysis. You can do whatever one you want and submit it. And as long as it runs properly and you have met the requirements of the assignment, I will give you 10 points extra credit. Okay, so down here, HandsOn4, that is just a little summary of what you need to turn in. And because we have so many different moving parts for this particular assignment, so where you were assigned to complete the exercise. I think by now you should all have uploading to GitHub down pat, so I don't think you actually need me to demo uh, uploading to GitHub because it's the same as you've been doing every week. So this is what you need to turn in. And if you have questions or run into problems, feel free to send me your file. If you're working on the extra credit, that is not a required assignment. So if you are getting really fancy, um, I'm not going to spend a lot of time debugging extra credit. So if you try to do something that is beyond what you know how to do, change it and make it doable, because these are all exercises that you guys can do based on what we have learned so far.